Okay guys, in this video I'm going to share with you guys a quick little rundown and explain to you guys the elements that you drop into your Elementor website builder here with WordPress. And it's just going to be a quick rundown on each one of them except the pro ones, because we don't have the pro, we just have the free version right now. But let me explain these really quickly. So the very first thing is adding a section. Right here it's completely blank. You can either add a section here, Flexbox, or grid. I don't really like using this, but I'm just going to show you guys just as a quick rundown to the tutorial. I like using the older method because this is a little bit more advanced, and this channel is dedicated to showing the basics and showing people how to build a basic website for like a contractor or a home service, a local business, things like that. So we make it nice and simple, but just for the sake of this video, I'm going to share with you guys just the elements to drop in. So you either add your layout through right here, like a flex box like this here, or you add in your grid like this here, like this, or you can just add it from here, just like that, or here. So you get the idea, right? So let's go ahead and just use container. And here we go. We're going to go ahead and add the elements. So this is the H1 title tag, or the titles. So this one's just the headings and titles that you want to add to your page. All right, so it's H1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and all that stuff. So that's what that is right there. The next one is an image. You can just add an image here, just like this. And we're just going to use an image of myself here. And you can adjust this. I'll go into details more later on how to mess around with each element here, right? Next one here is text editor. All right, you drop it in here, and this is where you can add a block of text to your website. Go ahead, and anytime you want to add an element, just go up here to the top, and it's also going to show you, for example, video. When you drop in your element, you see that big line right there. It's going to tell you if you want to drop it above or below the current element that you have set up here. So right here is above. Click on it again, or you could put it below, just like that. So this is a video one. I'll go into that in more detail in another video. This one here is a button. If you want to add a button to your website, to your page, there's your button right there. This next one is a divider. This is adding like a little line to your page. You can adjust it right here. I'll go into more detail about this later. This next one here, a spacer. Very useful. You can add your spacer to create spaces in between your elements that you create right here. You can increase the size of the space, just like that. So let's go continue building our here to put that in the bottom. The next one is a Google Maps. So you can add a location here, for example, Paso Robles, where I live here. There's a map. The next one here is an icon. This is just for design purposes. You want to add an icon. I'll go into these in more detail later. Go down to the next ones. Tabs. We'll keep dropping underneath here. I'll show you what you guys can do with some of this in another video. The next one here is going to be accordion. This is perfect for like question and answers, more frequently asked questions, things like that. Let's go down to the next one here. Image box. This is great for adding like services. You can add an image here, what the service is, the description of what that is. The next one is going to be icon box, similar, except it's just using an icon. Next one is, and there's a lot of them. It gives you tons and tons of options. A carousel with images, so you can add like 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 images that'll rotate and show customers like some of your portfolio of stuff, of photos that you want to use. The next one is going to be, this one I think is a paid version, a gallery of pictures. The next one's going to be, you can see if you go down here, there's a bunch of things that you can use. Icon list, right? Next one is a counter. People like to put these on here to show how many services or how many reviews they've gotten, things like that. Another one, progression bar. Use it kind of similar to the same. All right, go into some more detail later. A testimonial block. A testimonial section. You can continue to add more things down here. Social media icons. We'll talk about those later. An alert icon. SoundCloud. Let's continue down here. Short code. I'll explain what these are later. This is very useful, especially when you build websites on WordPress. Short code. Next one is going to be HTML code. You can add HTML code to your website. Very useful for a lot of third-party things you can add to your site. Anchor menu. You can showcase another menu that you have set up on your website. We'll discuss this later. But you see the idea. They give you plenty of building blocks to do all kinds of different things with your site. I like to explain Elementor almost like a box of Legos, and it's up to your creativity and what you can create, right, with the elements that are created on here. Most people don't really go that deep into these types of things. They end up just uploading a template and just getting to work. As a curved element right here, and that's pretty much it when it comes to these elements on WordPress. So let's go ahead and publish all of this right here, and these are all displayed on a page. But those are just a quick rundown of all the elements that you have, the building blocks for Elementor website builder.